Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be jumping into Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, a brand new mobile game in the DMC franchise. If you're a DMC fan, I think you're going to find a lot of cool stuff here. I mean, who wouldn't like DMC in the palm of your hand, right? So we're going to check that out. There's a couple things we're going to take a look at. First, I'm going to quickly go over the two biggest concerns from the players currently right now in the game, and then I'm going to show you everything else this game has to offer. There is a ton here. I think there's a ton to have fun, so let's take a look at it. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. This could be a little bit of a lengthy video, so just a heads up there. Let's cover the two biggest concerns from the player base right now. This game has been out for 2 days, again on mobile. I'm playing on an emulator right now, so the graphics don't look spectacular, but it does support emulator. It also supports gamepad play, so when I show some gameplay, I'm going to be playing on my PS5 controller on the emulator. You can also connect a controller to your phone as well. So the first biggest concern here is the monetization of this game. There are some aspects of the game that are very, very monetized. I don't get things popping up in my face all the time. Typically when I log in for the first time, I'll have some offers pop up. But the first thing that really caught my eye is when you go into the vault, and if you haven't done this yet, or if you haven't jumped into the game yet, you're going to get a 10-time summon 10 times. So a 10 times 10x summon, and you're going to be able to run through all of that. And then after you summon all 10 times, so 100 summons, then you're going to have an opportunity to choose which summon you want to keep. However, it does cost $60 US. So whatever that converts to wherever you are in the world, $60 US to claim that 10 times summon. I'll be honest, I was angry. I was frustrated, I was upset. I've never seen that before. Typically when a game offers a 10-time summon or multiple 10-time summon, they're going to give you that free. And even with the multiple 10-time summon, they allow you to select or save a couple of those and then choose which one that you want to keep. This game does not. So that was the first thing that kind of got my hairs up a little bit about the game and the monetization of it. I did not purchase that 10-time summon because I guess really on principle or whatever. I will typically put money into a game, but with the monetization in this game and the concern from the players, I want to make sure that this game is not a pay-to-win game. When I look at a game, you have pay-to-win games, you have pay-to-play games. You also have free to play, obviously, but then also you have a pay to compete. And pretty much every single mobile game out there, you're going to pay if you want to compete and really climb those ladders, right? Now, let's take a look at something else. Something else in here, when I go to benefits and I go over here to chapter packs. As you complete chapters, you're going to be able to purchase some of this stuff here, right? So I've got a couple summons here. I had some gems that cost 300 of these gems, but those gems get reclaimed. They give you back those gems 100% the next day, which is cool. Same with chapter 2. I spent 680 gems for these weapon summons right here. I got those refunded the next day. Day 3, awesome, we're doing really cool. Got some more summons, gems back, and then day 4, boom, we gotta pay. So you pay 10 bucks, then you get this here, and then you get the gem equivalent the next day. Chapter 5, it just costs gems. I got those refunded. Same with chapter 6. Chapter 7, you're going to go in and you're going to pay if you want to get this this legendary selection chest. So if you put money into a game, if you're a whale, if you typically put money into a game, this actually isn't bad. 20 bucks, and then you get to select which legendary weapon you have. Chapter 8, it goes all the way up to chapter 14, so we'll see how many times you actually have to pay money in order to get this, but there is quite a few opportunities to where you just use your gems to get those rewards there. All right, when we take a look at the store, typical stuff that you see in a store, you have packs. You have different packs. You've got the in-game currency here from 99 cents all the way to 100 bucks. This equates to about 1.6 cents per gem here. And then as you get into the higher tiers, it comes down only slightly to about 1.5 cents for a gem here. And actually, they have a web store. If you go to the web store, there's a $1,000 offer over there if you want to go and spend $1,000 on the game. And there's people who do, so it's there if people want to. So that's the monetization piece, really. There's a couple areas. There are some really good offers, like this bonus right here. If I take a look at this guy, Virgil right here, $2 for this. That's not bad. If you want his legendary weapon here and his outfit, all this cool stuff, $5. That's really not bad. There are some good deals in here. So I wouldn't shy away from it. Don't get overly bogged down with some of the heavy monetization stuff, because I don't feel they're really going to be needed in order to get through the game. Right now, I'm 100% free to play. I'm in chapter 7, so I'm halfway through the game. I've not spent any money, and I don't feel, as I've been working through the game, I haven't felt the need to spend money. So that's good. All right, so that's the monetization piece. The other piece, which is a little more frustrating actually, is the pizza. And the pizza is energy in this game. Energy regenerates 1 energy for every 8 minutes. That is high. Typically in games, you're going to see 1 energy regenerate every 5 to 6 minutes. So 8 minutes is a really long time. Not only is it that, but when you couple that with the cost of a battle. So battles in here equate to nodes in other game, right? You're going to pay a certain amount of energy to battle through a node, and then you're going to go to the next node. In here, you're just going from one battle to the next. The battles cost 30 energy across the board. They don't even gradually ramp up. It's 30 energy. So you run through, like I've got 191 energy right here. You run through that energy so fast in this game. And there are very few instances in this game where you can actually get energy. And it's not even a cost thing. It's not a monetization thing. It's not where the game's trying to gouge you for money and say, hey, give us more money and you can play more. It's not even that, because if I click on this, these are the only areas to get energy in this game. You can purchase energy, which you can in every other game, but you can only do it 3 times. And the cost is actually pretty high. It's 100 for the first time, 200 for the second time, and 400 for the third time. And that's it. Then you can't claim anymore. You can't do anything else. The only other place that you can purchase it is this daily special. Now this does pop up every day. You get these 12 boxes of pizza, which equate to 10 energy per box, so it's 120 energy. So you get a little bit of energy there. It's $1.29 for the whole thing if you want to spend $1.29 every single day for that. That's the only other place to get that. That doesn't even get you a lot, especially when you're spending 30 energy. And there's another thing in this game that costs energy. There's a lot that doesn't, though, so we'll get into that because there's a lot of cool stuff in the game. But that's it. Those are the only places to get energy. Oh, wait, there is one more, and that's in your daily missions. In your daily missions, you can go in here and just by logging in, you get 120 energy. So there are a few places to get energy in this game. It's just the cost and the speed at which energy regenerates is just really, really high. So hopefully they take a look at that. It'd be nice if they bring that energy regeneration down to around 5-6 minutes for 1 energy, and then bring the cost of the battles down a little bit. It's 30. Even bring it down to 20, because here's the thing. As you increase your office level, I'm on a little bit of a rant right here, but as you increase your office level, which in other games is like your player level, typically in other games, you're going to get your full energy back here, right? So then, cool, you can go and you can do more stuff. Not in this game. In this game, as you increase your office level, you only get 20 energy, which sucks because it's not even enough to do the next battle if you're down to like 0. Then you got to wait the amount of time to get that 10 energy before you can go and do just one more battle. They need to increase that to at least 30. It would be nice if they increased that to give us our full energy back. So that we can continue. So it's just, I don't know. I'm laughing because I think it's a little bit funny. But that's the energy debacle right now. So 2 biggest concerns in this game. There's little things here and there that you expect, but those are the 2 biggest things: the monetization piece and the energy piece, which is enough to turn some people off of the game. That said, there is a lot of cool stuff here. First, it's Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is an awesome series. It's an IP I've been playing ever since the very first one came out. I love the game. my hands go numb. Y'all know that DMC is a button masher. This game is no different. It's a massive button masher, which is why I've hooked up my PS5 controller to it, because it makes it a little bit easier. But let's show you everything this game has to offer. And everything that I'm going to show you, other than one thing, costs 0 energy. So there is a little bit of a balance there, right? The only thing that costs energy is the campaign, the story mode, and this one event I'm going to show you. So let's jump into events here. So you've got your resource farming dungeons here. You only have one attempt though, which kind of sucks because you don't get enough, because once you get your hunters up higher levels, you're using a whole lot more resources, so it takes longer to start leveling them up. This perfect timing is kind of cool. This is where you're going through, and it's kind of like a quick time entry. There's some quick time entry stuff in there. You're dodging some lasers and stuff as you increase in the different level. It's not the same thing every time. This one, actually, difficult 3, I think, was a boss battle. But that's pretty cool, and that is where you get resources to level up your hunters. This right here, Vine of Greed, this is just, you're doing as much damage as possible to get these red orbs. These are used to increase your skill levels. Airborne, this one is pretty cool as well. This is where you're going to go in and farm these resources here, which allow you to increase the level of your weapons. And then Skyfall Well. This one is interesting too. This is a platform that raises up, and if there's too many enemies on a platform, that platform starts to fall. So you got to make sure to clear the platform and keep it clear throughout that whole battle so that you can clear it. And this, you're going to get currency here so that you can ascend your weapons. So a lot of cool stuff here. Again, you can only do them one time per day, and as you increase the level, they get more difficult and you get more resources. Challenges here. So these are unlimited challenges, which is very, very cool. Now, I told you there was an event that costs energy, and that's this Slot of Slaughter over here. So this here costs 20 energy, and you get these cards from there. So it's a slot machine. I'll show you here real quick. It's this slot machine. You pull this down, and then you're going to get random stage and effects, and this third one here is just a random thing. You can get jackpots and stuff, so you can get cards without battling, but typically you're going to battle each time you pull. They're fairly easy battles, and you get different cards based on your level, so you can go ahead and choose whichever one you want. I can pull basic cards if I want, or these advanced cards. I'm finally up to this point where I can take a look at this and get physical and fire cards or electric and ice cards. And I'm really focusing on the physical and fire because those are the two teams I'm focused on right now. So these cards function like gear, gear sets that you've seen in other games, right? So I click on this. 2 cards are going to increase my physical damage. 4 cards is going to increase my overall damage. So again, a lot like gear sets, and you level them up as well. So that's what this whole thing is all about. The rest of the stuff over here, this Bloody Palace, I got to show you something because I thought it was cool. This is kind of a little mini tower mode. So you got to clear 6 floors and be in the top 400 in order to go to the next rank. Look at this. This I thought was pretty cool. Just a little bit of bragging rights right here. Look at this. Look at this. You ranked #1 in Bloody Palace, and you get these rewards down here, some books and stuff. These are cool. These trophies are cool. You collect these trophies, you attach them to your profile, and it gives you. Right now, I've only seen attack increases, so I think that's pretty cool. You just slot it up in here, these trophies, and you can see these attack bonuses that I currently have equipped. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right, so I've got that. Let's go back into challenges here. All right, so Realm Conqueror. This one is pretty interesting. Right now, we just have Physical Realm. Right here, you're going through different battles, and you're unlocking the ability to generate passive red orbs. So this is kind of like an idle mechanic, and I'm assuming these rooms are going to be the same. So you just work through those to get that. Again, like I said, ton of game modes. You got Boss Hunt. This Boss Hunt is you against a boss. It's this boss right here. She is tough, and she's a physical boss. So you want to take a look at your teams, right? So she has a weakness against physical. I do not have a good physical team. My main team is fire, so I don't do too hot on this one. But you got this, and you get some good rewards as well. Here's the thing, though. There's a lot of good rewards that you get for all these different events, but you don't get energy. You don't get energy. You think that they would give us some energy through some of these rewards and stuff, but no. No, they don't. All right, So you have that. We're going to show some gameplay here in a minute too. But again, if you played Devil May Cry before, then you know what it's all about. This memory corridor here, this is where you run through. You have to hit certain stages in here in order to ascend your hunter. So you got to make sure to go in there and do that. Co-op mode is really cool. If you've played games where you're teaming up with 2 other players and all 3 of you are going after a boss, that's what that is. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. And then we have skill. Skill here, we have PvP, which is a lot of fun. This is a real-time PvP, and I don't know that I've seen PvP like it, really. This is probably the most balanced PvP I've seen. I don't know that people putting thousands of dollars into this game is really going to help get them ahead in PvP. I don't know. What I've seen people go in there with what would be considered some of the more top tier characters in the game, and I've been able to beat them with my not so top tier. So I think there's more skill to this than anything else. So that's Sky Arena. You got a couple different versions here. You got normal, ranked, and free spar. And then you have this secret archive. This is a platforming mode where you're trying to get from one side of the room to the next by jumping platforms from that fall and lower or disappear. So you're running through that. So that's pretty cool. That's a lot of fun. And then you've got just a training stage here to work through collecting gems, getting familiar with hunters. If you've not done this and you are in the game, I highly suggest running through these because it really does help understand the mechanics of battle and everything. All right, other than that, there's Guild. There's a lot of cool stuff in Guild. You've got missions all over the place, a lot of rewards to claim as well. They give you a ton of gems. They give you a ton of gems. Your dailies here you use in order to work through your Hunter Pass here, which is a typical battle pass. You got 3 versions of that. And they're actually not too bad. It's typical battle pass cost. But if I want to unlock it, I think it's $10. Yeah, $10 for premium, $20 for elite, which is pretty normal. You do get this elite hunter. If you do this, it gives you that attack plus 20, but you really don't need it because you get those trophies all over the place. All right. And then in campaign, we have main story here that you run through and you get rewards as you work through the different chapters. Requests. This is cool because this is a mode where you select the, I don't know what you want to call this, SS. You could go A, B, the different tiers, A, B, S, S+. Choose whichever battles you want to do. You clear those battles, which will unlock this final battle here. And then you go through that, you beat it, and then I got 3 summons out of that. So this is going to reset here in a couple days. Also, you have dispatch mode. Now, I think there's a missed opportunity here because these are the only resources that we have in dispatch. I would like to see a little bit more, a variety of resources, or even more of this stuff here, which is what you use to increase the level of your hunter. We just don't get enough of that. You really start burning through that really, really fast. But you do have this dispatch mode similar to what we've seen in so many games. All right. And that's pretty much it. A ton of stuff here. So let's go ahead. Let's run through this battle here. I've got just enough energy to run through it. I am on my gamepad. And as you can see, I've got these buttons showing. So if you want to see where I've got or how I've set this up with my PS5 controller, I just wanted to leave that up in case people wanted to see where a good format here is. And it's working out fairly well. As far as the gamepad goes, really just use it for running around and doing your battles and everything, right? All right, let's go.
Here's a little something for you.
Get out of here.
I love the ability to switch characters in the game, because as you switch characters in the game, you do increase damage. Let's do this.
You won't get away. Here's a little something for you.
I'm gonna see if I can get. Oh, boom. I hit the wrong button.
Try to escape. Here's a little something for you.
There's some extreme counters, which is really cool. Has some really fun animations too.
Come on, babes.
Done. Done. That is... I have so much fun with the combat in this game, and that's how PvP is as well. You can switch between your 3 characters. It's a lot of fun. So if you can get past the monetization piece, again, I don't feel you have to spend any money on this game, and I'm going to play this all the way up to Chapter 14 just to see if I feel a pinch anywhere. There's some walls where you're not going to be able to continue through the story, and you really got to focus on your resource farming and the other game modes to help advance your hunters so that you can get them to that point, ascending them and doing all that stuff, increasing their skills. But that's the game. Look at, she's like all excited. We did it! All right, we'll go ahead and stop there. Like I said, a little bit of a lengthy video, but there is a ton to this game. If you can get over the monetization, if you can start just using the energy system as best as you can and using all those ways to get all the different energy in the game that you can get outside of having to pay for that little pack, I feel you're going to have a lot of fun. So I'm very curious, what do you think about the game? Are you having fun with it? What's your favorite team so far? And if you haven't seen the game yet, what do you think of it so far? So very curious. Definitely let me know. All right, everybody, that's what I had. I'm going to continue playing this game. Having a lot of fun with the guild and everything here, and the story is just, it's a Devil May Cry story. It's very cool. All right, everybody, as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comments section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.